I'm going to start real soon. Waiting for some people to get in here. We got to go in on this thing with Kwame Brown. Kwame Brown. I don't want to pronounce his name wrong because I was watching the video. He got it all straight. Got his name is Kwame Brown. Um, man, yo, he letting the cat out the bag, y'all. But I'm gonna give it to y'all, and he also know his nationality. See, if you watch his video, you'll see he knows who he is. And the question is, do you? But I'll be starting soon. Waiting for a few more people to get in here and I'll get started. You know what? I really don't need a whole lot of people. But I'm gonna get ready. Go in tonight. Start in a minute. I usually don't like to go in and get in on these little beefs that people have on the internet, you know, bashing brothers. Y'all know me. People could talk about me and people have talked about me at great length, and I would never retaliate, you know, because I believe in staying on code. I believe in integrity, you know, even though, you know, sometimes people will talk about you and it could be all lies. Now, I get on YouTube and I try to correct it through a YouTube video. I still cause more problems for myself. So I just let them say what they have to say. I know I'm a man, so I know who I am all the way. You know, so people can say whatever I say. People who work with me closely know that I try to live up to my word. I do live up to my word, and when I can't, I'm open about it. Hey, this is what I can and I can't do. Y'all know that in the past, some of y'all who's been around a while, people have talked mad trash about me, said just straight lies, and I didn't retaliate. I stayed on code. Because I know what you put out, you will get it back. It's gonna come back to you. So if I go back with that negative energy, all I'm doing is springboard, and I'm gonna have it bounce back to me. So I like to live in peace. But this brother Kwame Brown, I think, you know, in the spirit of, he went for what, 20 years, people just straight dogging his name and don't really know him or his situation. I don't know him at all. I just know just by these videos he's been posting, telling his side of the story. And I heard some things that other people have said, but I listen to a lot of stuff. These commentators, these people that's just get paid to be negative, and they'll say and do anything for a paycheck. And one of the things he was saying, and the other brother Kevin Samuels was saying, is these people will do anything for a paycheck. They will talk about anybody, and they have no integrity. They're just looking for dollars. They're just looking to get paid. And one of the things both of these brothers said was, it's not the establishment. It's not white folks that's talking about us. It's us fighting amongst each other. It's us dogging each other. It's us taking our problems to the street and let everybody know what our issues are. And when I fell out with one brother that I was working with on this station that I created, everybody thought he created it. No, I created this station back in 2012. And because he was doing all that chitter-chatting and I wasn't saying anything, I was just sitting back watching and letting it go. People went on that side. See, people think popular means correct. People think popular means truth. And it doesn't mean that at all. And that's where we all mess up in the head. I didn't get attacked by strangers. It was people I knew. I didn't get attacked by white folks. It was people that looked like me. And throughout my life, most of the adversities that I deal with didn't come from other groups of people. It came from the people that looked like me. Mainly brothers. And see, and that's the thing they were talking about. Y'all want to talk about these sisters and how bad it is these sisters are. But it's these brothers, these effeminate males that be all in their feelings, that be around here trying to put another brother down. It's them. Tearing these brothers down, looking to tear down brothers just so they can look good. That reminds me of a story that when I used to work at Walmart years ago, when things were rough. And this brother that worked at the job, we all went out, hung out. And this one dude used to always try to crack jokes with all of the fellas around him to put them down so he could look good for the females. Now, some of these brothers just let him get away with it. I didn't. I said, yo, man, if we supposed to be cool with each other, we don't get around here cracking jokes and make each other look bad. You ain't gonna make me look bad so you can look good in front of these girls that you most likely ain't gonna get no ass from. Because women can see through that phony shit. Oh, he didn't like that. Then he wanted to fight. I said, what we fighting for? For what? Because I didn't allow you to put me down in front of people. I stood up to you. These other brothers didn't say nothing, but I said something. Oh, and from then on, I had problems with that, but he never threw them hands up. Because why? Because I stood for myself. I stood up for myself as a man. I'm not going to let you make fun of me in front of people like that. I'm going to say something. Not to say that I couldn't go there. Now, with this brother Kwame Brown, he was having beef with somebody. He calls him the Becky with the blonde hair, something like that. The brother invited him to his private parts. That's fighting words. And see, this is the type of stuff that brothers are doing to each other, destroying each other's reputation. Society has done it to us for years. And now we just got it on remote control. We doing it to each other. and it's considered normal. I've experienced that type of behavior. That's why my circle is so small. There's no guys that I be on the phone with just chitter-chatting with. There's no guys that I go out with and just hang out with. Listen, I don't have that type of people surrounding me because you think these people are your friends, and then you go out and then you see that they're really not your friends. They're just trying to use you. You see? And I could feel the brother's pain when I was listening to his video. I watched 2 of them. But I listened to him, and he made a lot of good points about we got to stop destroying each other's character and be kind and loving towards each other. He didn't say those exact words, but that's basically what he's saying. Instead of out here trying to pontificate and trying to beat our chests like who's better than the other, how about we get together and try to help people? You already know I try to help people all the time. I do help people all the time. Sometimes I do it, on my own strength, and yes, I do expect to get compensated because you guys go to them other people to get help and they don't do nothing for you. They take your money. A lot of people get to me after they done lost thousands of dollars on other stupid processes. You see what I'm saying? So we're gonna go in on that. I'm gonna share part of his video and some of the things he said. And one of the main things that prompted me to share this video because he actually told who he is, and he hinted about his heritage. He didn't go deep, but I see, me knowing and studying, I know exactly what he's talking about. You see? Peace, brother, who gave me that blessing, that $50 blessing. Thank you. Thank you for that. I appreciate that, brother. Somebody said the age of real men is all over, especially if we don't put a stop to it. You know what? It's not over because there's real men out there. Real men. Men who, when they have beef with someone, they go and talk about it to that brother. Not get on the airwaves and disrespect that brother where he can't defend himself. See, I experienced that. And when I did experience, I didn't get on the airways and air our problems out. I called the brother several times, never got a pickup phone or even a response to an email. But they could go in there and talk, bring my name up in every conversation. You see, even posting videos. But hey, I'm thankful because every time they do that, I get paid. People come and they want to do business with me because people are not stupid. They know when people are crooks. They know when people are just trying to make themselves look better, or they trying to cover up lies. They know this. And I know people are not stupid, so I don't have to jump out there to defend myself. Somebody emailed me the other day wanting details. And I said, no, I don't have to give you details. I believe you're smart enough to know the truth. And merely just asking me my side of the story tells me you already doubt those words. So go with what your spirit is telling you. Did a consultation today. Brother Roy said, yeah, man, truth be told, only reason why I got to you is because brothers was talking mad trash about you. But now that when I started watching you and watching your videos, man, I saw you wasn't nothing like what they said. I went with my spirit and I'm doing business with you, and I'm glad I talked to you today. That was just today. See, y'all don't have to go out there and defend y'all cause and set the record straight. This, first of all, the God in you will set that straight, set the record straight. The spirit, the ancestors, they will set it straight for you, and they will set it so straight, is nothing you could do to make it better. Do it better than they can. Nothing. Oh, I know the ego be like, ooh, I want to get these dudes. I want to say something. I want to do something. So many times I was doing shows and I just wanted to open up and just put it on blast. But it's like, what for? What do I gain by going off code and trying to destroy another brother that looks like me? What do I gain from that? Nothing. Let them destroy themselves. Because the energy that people put out, they will get it back. The energy they put out, they will get it back. And all you gotta do is sit back and let them have it. And hope they can handle it when they get it. And this is what happened. This whole Kwame Brown thing is a wave of all of these brothers trying to destroy different brothers' lives with their mouth, with their journalism, with their platform. And the answer to this is this brother. The answer is this guy, Kwame Brown. He's the answer. This is his calling. Whether I think he realizes it. If he don't, I'm telling him this is his calling. Because everybody's watching now. Everybody's getting the message of why are we destroying each other's image just for money? And some people ain't even doing it for money. They're just cheap hoes. They're doing it just so somebody can like them. That's how vain they are. That's what they do. Most of these guys ain't even getting paid. Talking. But we're going to go in on this video that he posted because he said some very powerful things. And he said something powerful right about, I took notes. So I was taking notes. Right about 37 minutes in. And y'all going to hear it and it's going to blow your mind what he said. It's what I've been telling y'all all along. This whole slavery narrative, I've been telling y'all. So I know some of y'all believe, some of y'all still doubt, but you're going to hear it right from this brother's mouth. Watch. All right, I'll be right back right after this.
Peace to the gods. You're listening to Hindsight Radio. changes the nation.
All right. This is the video. So I queued it up to around where he was going in. He making points. So before I get to the real doozy of what he said, here we go.
Sign something that called company policy. Now go to your bitch ass job and say the shit I'm saying right now, motherfucker, and watch what'll happen to your motherfucking ass. Since you so independent and somebody need to listen to you because I'm a part of the establishment and they prick my finger. No, I signed company policy just like you do, motherfucker.
So what he's saying here is, he didn't say, they try to say, well, why is he saying something now, I guess. And he signed company policy, so he kept his mouth shut while he was getting paid. That he was under a contract. Simple. I mean, what's the problem with that? You're under contract to behave and act a certain way. That's just like anybody else's job. You're not going to go on a job that you work right now. If anybody who's working and got a job and just say and do anything you want, because why? Your ass will be fired. Period. You be out of there. So I don't know why they trying to beef now. Why, he's saying something now where he's not under contract anymore. Under this company policy. That's what he's talking about. Let me keep going. He's funny though. Watching him is kind of funny. Now, some people might say, "Oh, you just trying to get some views here." Listen, they done demonetized my channel years ago, so I don't get no money for views. I really don't. So y'all can kill that noise. Whoever's thinking that.
See, the go along, get along gang reach, go real far. The go along, get along gang studied us niggas. They know that a lot of males don't know how to make money. They give women all the government jobs, and us males have been left out into the wilderness. So some of us only know how to compete or peacock and go get degrees, really never accomplish anything, but stand on some other man's shoulders. And anytime you saying something that's different, those will be the males that come out and attack you the most because they got to keep the limelight on them because they're the gatekeepers of a tier of the go along, get along gang.
Oh, see, he said something very powerful there. Now, he said the go along, get along gang. They got their degrees, but their job is to peacock, to show off, to front, to distract you. See, anybody that comes out with real information, the real truth, you're going to always have those ones that's going to try to block it by giving you bad information. How do you know what you got is bad information? You use the information and it don't work. You getting problems out of it. You see? He's telling y'all, this is what's going on. This is going on in the sporting industry where he comes from. It goes on. It goes on in this space that I'm in. There's people out there deliberately giving y'all bad information. And they know it's bad. Know why they know it's bad? Because people calling them with the results. But they still selling it to you. And get mad if somebody's selling their stuff. Shoot, I want to sell that garbage. Not me. Let me skip ahead to, keep playing. All right.
Somehow an old busty bus that was just an athlete that ain't never did nothing, that was just this. Somehow my name has come out of the mouths of people that should not even be speaking on me. And if it was no such thing as a go along, get along game, then why is my name coming out your mouth? Yeah, you thought this was a joke. Some of y'all talked a little bit too much and a little bit too.
See, he busted it. He bringing out the truth. Sometimes when stuff go on too long, the ancestors, the divine mind, the spirit of God will bring a person like this out and allow them to say what they have to say to change the momentum. And the momentum will change. The image, see what's going to happen, the real men that want better for their families, want to leave a legacy and help people at the same time, they're going to resonate with this and they're going to get together and they're going to work together to make a change. So I listened to this. I was like, yo, man, I wouldn't mind working with him because he's real. He's saying what's not popular. And I tell you, anytime that's an old scripture. The road to destruction is broad and spacious, and many will find it. The road to everlasting peace and life is narrow and cramped. And very few will find it. And the ones that will find it ain't going to stay on it. Some of them going to fall off it. Because it's very hard to walk that straight and narrow path. Because it's so easy to get distracted by nonsense. You see? Let me skip ahead to 12 minutes. And, he did about an hour on this. Let's see right here. Let's start right there.
A guy or a woman you don't like, now you don't have to listen to me? Now what I said is not a fact? That is the most uneducated shit ever. So all I've done is expose how brainwashed you motherfuckers are, and you're not as educated as you think, because you've learned to cut off the room and cut off conversations based on your association with groups that I like to call the go along, get along gang.
You see? And that's what people do. They go with the popular. They go with that resonates with what they want to hear. And they go against what the truth is. Since this brother came out and started talking, all of these people are coming out sharing their opinion and talking trash about them. The fellas from the Breakfast Club, and we already know they go along, get along. I know that. Why? They have to, because they're getting a paycheck and they have to keep the narrative going. Let the brothers look like they nothing but no good. They've been doing this for decades. And now, like I said before, it's on remote control. We're doing it to each other. We talking about each other like little bitches, sitting there talking about another man. And you know what's sad? A lot of y'all was something. I'm not talking about you. A lot of people. I think my listeners are pretty good people. Let me correct that. Some people will sit there and associate with that. We shouldn't even be wanting to associate with anybody that's coming out of their face and out of their mouth negative about another person, or let alone someone that looks like them. We got enough problems out there in the street already than to be adding to that narrative. Especially when it comes to the brothers. The brothers, they can say anything about a brother and everybody jump on a bandwagon and pull out their sticks and beat that brother down with their words. It's very easy to destroy a brother's character in this society. It's very easy. That's why it's important, us as brothers, we already know we dealing with people who are going to destroy our characters. Why do we need to do it to each other? Why are we doing it to each other? Low self-esteem? For a couple of dollars? We already know nobody's coming to save us. And we really need to be pulling each other up than to be pulling each other down. I don't care what problems you got with a brother. If you got a problem with the brother, you go to that brother, you sit down with him, call him up, and have a conversation. It might be a hard conversation, but at least have it. Don't talk about the brother behind his back. Don't try to destroy him behind his back. See, people will bring me bones all the time about what people say about me. And I'm like, why did you allow that? Why did you sit in that room and not say anything? Nah, see, they'll come and tell you everything somebody say, but they ain't going to stand up for you and say, why are you doing that? See, that's a real man. A real man would say that. See, you're not going to talk about another person in my presence without that person being able to defend themselves. That's why people have come on the show and try to do it against the people I used to work with, and I changed the conversation. Why? Because he can't defend himself. He can't say anything about it. So if he can't do it, then we can't talk about it. We need to have everybody in that circle talking. And then they can express whatever grievances they have. But see, a lot of us brothers are guilty of not being man enough to face the man we have a problem with. See, how do you expect the women to respect us if we're not respecting each other and ourselves, number one? How do you expect women to look up to us and we walking around stabbing each other in the back? How? So yeah, y'all, I know a lot of y'all loving this Kevin Samuels exposing some of the things about sisters. I know y'all loving that, but don't love it too much because, brothers, we got some serious problems and we can't fix nobody but ourselves. Let them sisters fix their own problems, whatever that is. Yeah, I see there's a problem. There is a systemic problem. The systemic problem is we don't love each other enough to not try to destroy each other. We can't work with each other past 1 year, 2 years without us starting to compete and try to destroy each other's business. We can't just stop working with someone. We got to not only stop working with them, we got to try to stop them from making money. When there's so much money to be made out there, we don't have to do that. Just jealousy, envy, and hate for no real reason other than you hate yourself. We all know when you try to hate on somebody else, you try to talk about somebody else, you try to put somebody else, that means when you look in the mirror, you see something that you don't like. Remember, life is just a reflection of who you are. What you putting out, what you are getting it back. We work together. We work together. The one thing we do work together on is destroying each other's reputation and hurting each other. Yeah, we are working together. We just not working together in a functional way, in a productive way. Let me go on. Let me skip ahead to 20 minutes. You know, I don't usually make videos like this about, content like this, but looking at this brother and how he going off, he's ordained to spread this message. And he waited patiently. And he said, it's time for them to get some of mama's cooking. So let me go. Let's just play this here.
I want people to see the mind control that's being going on around here long enough. You niggas are not in control of your own mind. You're in control of who you like. Why you think people are now setting their YouTube page to get you to not like me? Well, I'm telling you, you don't gotta like me. If you like the words that are coming out of my mouth, if you agree with some of the words that are coming out of my mouth, if you can see that Charlemagne and DJ Envy is throwing bunkies across a goddamn stage that are desks that kids can see, and they're asking him to. Charlemagne is asking DJ Envy to lotion the bunkies and stick his finger in the butt and making Donnell Rawlings, a man, look like that. A guy who is talented as that. A guy who is trying to push his product and his brand, and they cut the motherfucking lights off on him because he wouldn't participate in booking games.
Wow. So he's saying they passing some type of bunkie across in some type of homosexual ritual, it sounds like. And I know that's true because I got a friend, come from a very, very popular show, who told me the game about that industry, that entertainment industry, what they do, how they initiate their people in. So you can't, most likely if you made it big, you done did something. You done rode the goat. You done did something. And that's why he took a breather from it. That's why he got away from it, because they wasn't going to take his manhood. So I know what he's saying is the truth, because I got a personal friend that has experienced that, and all this about how they treat the athletes. They cut them off from their family. I think somewhere in there, he'll get to that if I got the timing down. We'll see. I met a pro athlete, ex-pro athlete. He was a coach then, who told me, when these guys get drafted, they cut them off from their family. Damn near have them disassociate from their family, and they brainwash them to do whatever they want them to do. So, but yet and still, you have these news outlets, these media outlets, and they got the brothers who sit there and trash these young boys. These are kids coming out of high school into these leagues. They don't know. This is all new to them. They getting exposed to all of this hypocrisy and all this backstabbing. Imagine you come out of school as a high school student and you're not used to that. And then you coming into this world of adults where there's just all this corruptness going on. What does that do to your mind? Let's keep going.
Now you tell me, now, if a man would have got up and did what a man was supposed to do in that situation, you'd have made him look violent and angry. And then nobody works with Donnell Rawlings. What did I tell you they do?
See, he said if a man would have got violent, they would have labeled him as being, as being a problem. If he'd have responded to what they were trying to get him to do in a violent way, they would have continued with the narrative of all black men are violent, aggressive. But see, they can't do this type of stuff without our people's help. We allow it. Shoot, hell, we pay for it by going to these games and watching this stuff, participating in the destruction of the character of all of the brothers. We participated. We are complicit in that. Listen, I've always said, if you're in an abusive situation and you're sitting there taking it and not doing anything about it, you just as guilty. You get out of there. We get abuse all over the place, but we still participate. We still give our money away to these businesses who don't like us, don't want us in their neighborhoods. These nail places that we participate in and do businesses in. These people will never step foot in your store and give you $1. But yet, the sisters are running in there, getting them nails and them feet done religiously. It's a must. They can't live without it. But you want to be on the front lines and say, we're not treating fairly? No, you're not being treated fairly. Yet, let me change that. You are being treated fairly. You are being treated as well as you allow people to treat you. Because you allow it. You give your money to them. Same thing with the sports. Go pay for that stuff. When that brother stood up there and he took his knee, if more brothers would have stood with him, that would have changed overnight. But no, everybody sat there and watched and didn't want to make a wave and lose and be in jeopardy of losing their money. You think that if just about if the whole league would have did what Colin Kaepernick done, you think they was going to fire all of them? They wouldn't have had no games. They would have said, okay, let's make a change. But when you just got one guy doing it, there's no need for them to make a change because everybody else is giving in. You see? We are hanging ourselves by our own actions. We can't sit here and keep blaming it on other people. Us as a people are allowing our own destruction, and we are a laughing stock. Every time we bring $1 to these groups of people that don't give two damns about us, they laugh at you. You're a joke. And they rightfully so. A joke. Let me go on. This is fair use. Let's start right there.
Look at the goddamn Breakfast fucking Club. This punk ass bitch throwing bunkies on everybody. If that, and then the thing that y'all don't see, the rules don't apply to men. If all you have to do is change the sex of the person that they're doing something to, and then now it becomes a different thing. If that was a woman sitting there, they kept inching bunkies with nuts on the bottom of it, that would have been sexual assault. She could have jumped up out of there and she would have owned motherfucking iHeartRadio and the Breakfast Club. But because it's a man, we got to sit there and try to hold in the rage of knocking you the fuck out for disrespecting a grown ass goddamn man like that. And y'all will watch the emasculation of men. And then you will see a man sit up here and talk. A man that stays silent like a lion in a...
So what is he saying? That show, you know what? Y'all should boycott that show. Stop watching that Breakfast Club. Ain't nothing good coming out of that. Stop watching them. Stop helping them get paid to destroy brothers. Why are we watching that mess? One of the brothers, when the brother Kevin Samuels came out, and it was he come out called the brother lame. What's it? DJ Envy called Kevin Samuels lame. Don't even know the brother. And then try to hate on him because the man was trying to, get his business going in front of a store. But apparently that didn't happen. That wasn't the truth. It's so easy to destroy a brother's reputation. And people do it with ease and don't even have a conscience about it. Know why? Because you've been programmed to do that. You done watched all of these shows show us in a negative light, and you're just used to just looking at black men or brothers. I really hate to say black men like that, looking at the brothers as a problem. And truth be told, there's a lot of good brothers out there, a lot of them trying to do right, trying to take care of their families. But they get no credit. They get no airplay. There's a lot of them out there. We need to stop feeding the beast that is trying to kill us, try to kill our representation. Brothers, listen, I'm just making an appeal to the brothers. Just stop watching them people. Stop giving them people your money. And when you do it, then your women will start following your example because they see you serious about what you're doing. We can change the narrative overnight if we just close our pockets. And if we change our conversation, when you see a brother, you greet him in a positive manner. How about, you know how I'm over here, I consider everybody God. And the Bible says it. Now, some of y'all don't want to accept that, but I've read many a times the scriptures that said it. Greet your brother like a God. Uplift. Say uplifting things. I think, see, what's happening now, we done dealt with the live so long, the truth is coming out. And this is going to have a snowball effect. Later on, y'all need to stay tuned because I'm going to play the second video where he was interviewing Judge Joe Brown. And Judge Joe Brown says something very powerful about you. Everybody jumping down for this Joe Biden as president crap. Dancing in the street. We as a people dancing in the street for these people that don't give a damn about you. And they showed it. They show it every day. They don't care. But y'all still trying to get them to like you. Listen, we got the money to do our own thing. Like today, highlighting the paper talking about Black Wall Street and stuff like that. Yeah, we could create Black Wall Street again. We can do it. They don't want y'all to do it because we too busy arguing with each other. Let's go to the next one.
Everybody want to do all that talking. And a lot of people want credit for everything. Nigga, everybody trying to stand on another nigga's shoulders to get the credit. But that's why we can't rebuild Black Wall Street. Because Black Wall Street can be rebuilt in a day if Jay-Z, P. Diddy, LeBron
James. Calling
James,
out names, y'all. He calling them out.
Irving,
like, yo, y'all got the
Kevin
money.
Durant,
Why not?
Just 5. And bring in Jay-Z wife, and that's 6. Bring in Oprah, that's 7. But no, everybody want to build a school. Build it in Africa, build it somewhere else, build a charter school. We can build these youth centers where we control what these kids are learning. We put coding in every goddamn school, and we donate. If we can raise $90 million for Black Lives Matter, it's saying that we love black folks, and then we can't get an account for where the fucking money went, then we can build these youth centers in every city with this 90 million motherfucking dollars, and we can teach the kids what the fuck we want. And we can look up that skills pay the bills. Young boys can learn.
See, he's saying something powerful there. I've been telling y'all, you cannot send your children to these schools and expect them to come back out and be respectful to you and come work with you. Because we're taking them into the lion's den, into the beast's house, and let him reprogram our children's minds. It's our fault. It is our fault. We want our kids to come and be free thinkers. No, how are they going to be free thinkers in a place where they don't allow free thought? It's crazy. And he's saying a lot. All of these people got money, but they want to build a school in Africa. They don't want to build no schools here because they can't. They under code. They under restriction. They done sold out. There's a reason why they want to keep you in the position you are, because once you know who you really are, where you're really from, who your real people are, game over. You see? Y'all need to watch these videos in length. I'm just cutting through different scenes of the video. You know, I'm giving y'all some of the points I think is important. You know, he said a lot of important things. This video was very good video. And I'm telling you, the brothers ordained to do this because people are feeling it and they tired. Here we go.
No such thing as experts. I believe that. I saw that in life when so many experts predicted things that didn't happen. I'm like, well, what would make these people experts? My belief is the only expert is the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And that's my beliefs. That's not to offend anybody else. I have a right to my beliefs. Just like you have a right to your beliefs. None of us can prove it. It's our beliefs.
He's saying something.
So why are y'all over anybody? Just state your belief, believe in your cause, and live peacefully. That's it. You motherfuckers want to join groups and fight the other group. I don't join a group because I'm not trying to fight. Y'all motherfuckers act like a gang. I believe I'm the leader and the captain and the quarterback of the gang I create in my land, that I put a flag and a gate up around and have rules and rights and regulations
Listen
that
carefully.
I can make you abide by.
It's
Now you
coming.
got motherfuckers talking about he wear an American flag on his shirt. He wear camo. He must be a populist. He must be. Bitch, I'm a man that live in America. Where your punk ass live at? You motherfuckers talk so great and so much above everybody. Bitch, we all on YouTube, which is what? Who on YouTube? Not me. Nigga, we all being allowed to say what we want to say. I'm just saying more important shit to you. And I understand a little better. Motherfucker, I'm in America. My family been here, motherfucker. I told you I was geeky, didn't I? We ain't, yeah, I ain't from that. My family, yeah.
Did y'all catch what he said? Do I have to replay it? Do I need to replay what he just said? This is the part I've been telling y'all about. The brother know where he from. Let me replay it because some of y'all may not have caught it. Let's play it.
Bitch, I'm a man that live in America. Where your punk ass live at? You motherfuckers talk so great and so much above everybody. Bitch, we all on YouTube, which is what? Who on YouTube? Not me. Nigga, we all being allowed to say what we want to say. I'm just saying more important shit to you. And I understand a little better. Motherfucker, I'm in America. My family been here, motherfucker. I told you I was geeky, didn't I? We ain't, yeah, I ain't from that.
You see, he said, my family always been here. We ain't from there. What do you think he's talking about? What do you think? I know what he's talking about. He's talking about, we ain't from no damn boats. I'm from Africa. From here. Geechee. See, that reminds me of a show I did several years ago, maybe 3 years ago, where I read about a family, a brother, for lack of a better term, a black family that was in Charleston. They owned a business. This is all at the time of supposed slavery and all this crap. They owned a business. And what he did was, I think it was a hardware store, if I can't recall. I'm going to try to find that story. See, they'll lie and lie, but sometimes some of the stories they tell you the truth, right? So he owned a business right there in Charleston, which is supposed to be the Mecca, the where most of the slaves was brought through that port in Charleston. And they packed up and went to the islands until the war was over and came back. So now, if this brother was supposed to be a slave, how the hell he doing that right during the Civil War? How did he get on a boat and get out of here? Because he was never a slave. And this is what it sounds like this brother is telling y'all. His people was always here. I'm Geechee. Go study them Geechee people. Geechee people, they call like people from Charleston, South Carolina, that area, Monk's Corner, all of those places, Georgetown, what is it? The Gullah Island people. They call them Geechees. Go check it out. And it's time to steal them people land right now. And guess how they get in the land? Somebody in the family encouraging the people to sell their land. You remember I played that clip on my show, the brother who came from New York, didn't live. He was from that area. And he coming back and trying to get all the old heads to sell the property, you know. And they have this thing called air property, which is another word for a trust, a perpetual trust, where they cannot sell that land without unanimous decisions from all the family got to agree, but they can live on it. and improve it, pay the taxes, whatever, but they can't sell it. That's a lot of that going on in South Carolina. I know plenty of families that have acres upon acres. Now, if these people were so-called was enslaved people, how did they get all these acres? It's just not making sense. And it's been passed down through their family for decades. See, they've been lying to y'all about who y'all are, where y'all from. They want y'all to think y'all from over across the waters. So you don't know that this stuff belongs to you. And you have a right to it if you set the record straight. And I already showed y'all how to set the record straight. See, with him, I don't know if he might know. I could show him how to put that stuff on paper and add an extra layer of protection. See, it's one thing, you can have all the money in your world you want, but if you don't have the knowledge on certain things, it don't mean nothing. See, I already helped a lot of y'all correct those nationalities, and it has benefited y'all. And that's just, listen, I'm just scratching the surface for real. I'm really scratching the surface. Now, just imagine if I get with a brother like this and a few other brothers like this, and I showed them what I got on paper, how to do this and do this, such and this, these things. They're bulletproof. All right, let's go. All right, where's the next section? What was that? That was, skip a little ahead here.
Doug kind of, I said, cause boy, that shit sounded dumber than a motherfucker for somebody so smart. That nigga said, I only want to, if you're not educated, you just get the fuck off my live. This is only for, the educated people, hit the cash out in the super chat. Because if you don't want to have an intelligent conversation, then, but let me tell you about somebody who I think unintelligent, Kwame Brown.
I think they're sadly mistaken. I think this brother is highly intelligent. Highly.
I would say something that you just did that was unintelligent, you motherfucker, but you lucky. My mama taught me to respect my elders, but some of you elders are getting real close.
So he's saying these elders are getting out of line too. Oh shit! My side. Oh, my side. Hold on. My side. See, I've been lifting a little weights and shit, cause Becky with the good hair. He kind of warned me he was gonna be here. I think one more day. How many days in this month? It's May. You talking about this Becky with the good hair who says something crazy to him?
Okay.
That a man should never say to another man.
It's kind of close. You ain't give me an exact date, so yeah, I've been kind of just doing my little stretches, getting a little plyo on, breathe, and get my fast twitch muscle down right, because you did say you want to box, and all I did was counter, because I'm going to show young men that men have to be violent sometimes.
That's the part I wanted to
when you invite
stress
a man
right
to
there.
your penis. Now, I never said I was a homosexual. And what I don't like is bullies. And I don't like people who like to pump sexual assault. And I feel like that was a verbal sexual assault. I don't know if that's a thing, but I feel like as a man, that was verbal sexual assault. And I feel like I'm going to have to put my boots on with you. You talking about boxing, man. You deserve these boots. So when you get to Atlanta, I hope you just don't tell people you text me. I hope you will text me on Instagram, whatever you say you DM me, because you claim you with the shit. Well, nigga, I don't even know.
So what he's saying is, men, every now and then you might have to get violent. Why? To protect your manhood. Somebody invites you to their private parts, man, that's you get hurt for real. And I'm not in one advocating violence, but hey, how do you protect your people? If somebody's trying to encroach on your home, you got to get violent. And this is what's happened to us. They have a lot of these guys have been made to be so docile. And when they are getting violent, it's about some dumb stuff. It's not the right thing to get violent for. How did this country come into existence? How did this trust called the United States come into existence? They did it through violence. But all of a sudden they want you to sit back and not, oh, no, because they know you'll never get what you need to get if you don't stand up for yourself. All right, let's move on. Last one for this video, then we're going to go to that Judge Joe Brown one. I think it's right here.
Talk about I had to say that for the people that work in the office. But if y'all don't think the go along, get along game reach is very well, I want some of you lawyers, I want some of you doctors to go in your office and say, man, I like Trump. I agree with Trump. And see how long you keep your motherfucking job. Black people, I want some of you black people to go in there and say, hey, you know, every shooting that happened, man, why they ain't just chill out? I think they could have handled it in a little bit different way. Yeah, I might not agree with the police officer all the time, but dog, dude was lunching that time. He could have just chilled the fuck out. And the way they letting people out now on OR bonds because of the COVID-19, you can just chill. What the fuck you doing? If you say that, watch what'll happen to your ass. You a part of the go along, get along game too. So watch your motherfucking mouth and stop acting like because you're not a celebrity and you got a regular job, like you free to say what the fuck you want to say, nigga. You ain't free to say and do shit. So stop all this dividing the room by who's celebrity, who's an agent, and I'm real. Shut up, nigga. You just when I was broke, I did the same shit. Nigga, every nigga gonna do that. What the fuck I look like standing on the sidelines and you niggas winning, you got cars, you got money, and I'm a broke ass nigga in the hood. I'm gonna highlight something that make me look like the man.
You get funny
well, fuck
now.
them bitch ass niggas. Them niggas ain't real. They can't come over here though. I bet them bitch ass niggas can't come over in the hood though. Fuck you mean, nigga. Let one of them bitch ass niggas come over here though. Nigga, I hold this shit down, nigga. A block I don't even motherfucking own that a white man can kick me in the ass and throw me off a ladder in any second. But I bet them bitch ass niggas can't come over here though. Shit, nigga, fuck you mean, nigga. Shit. Real ass nigga.
He played that part good. That's the truth. That's just how they be acting too. Gangsters. It broke gangsters. Broke gangsters. All right, let's go on to this next one. And it's about get out of here.
All of these Negro animals in zoo.
Well, here,
Put all
right.
of
I got it at the right spot. Let's go back a little bit here.
The narrative they do. You got to think, like they're trying to get Trump still for inciting a riot in D.C. What did he do? He told all these people to come and demonstrate, right? Mm-hmm. Well, the First Amendment, for those who've never read it, says you have a right that shall not be abridged to assemble and petition for redress of grievance. That means you have a demonstration, and the petition doesn't have to be in writing. It's been the law for 240 years. It can be by protest. You have a right to assemble, to petition, protest for redress of grievance. In other words, you got a problem you want fixed. That's all they did. Now, it's been long the law that if somebody independently decides to get unruly, you're not responsible for what they do as long as what you were advocating was peaceful. But on the other hand, look at Maxine Waters to show you there's an agenda. She actually was out advocating for people to spit on somebody with a MAGA hat if they had support Trump bumper sticker, break out the car windows, turn the things over, get unruly and burn stuff up. That actually is incitement of violence, which is in fact criminal. Now, they don't go after her. They just have this thing on Trump. Now, I don't particularly like Trump, but I'm not against him. I did not vote for that damn fool that they had running against him.
Now, here's the part.
That racist dog, what I heard the first time in 1972.
He said he heard him say this, what he about to say.
DC think tank, when he was out there with James O. Eastland, John B. Stennis, Faubus came in from Arkansas. That's the fool who said they'd never integrate the Little Rock High School. They had Wallace there.
So he's about to reveal exactly what Biden said. See, they gave y'all snippets of what he said, but he's about to quote him word for word. And this is the man that a lot of our brothers and sisters was out there celebrating. A lot of our brothers and sisters went and voted for this man. Y'all could have hate Trump all y'all want, but what he's about to say, I don't recall him ever saying anything like this. Listen.
Was wheeled in, and they had Byrd, former Grand Dragon of the Klan, and they were talking about this young man who had a stupid looking ducktail like he was back in the 1950s, was the last true yellow dog Dixiecrat. And they were talking about Joe Biden, who got up there, and when the speech he gave, I mean, I was really offended. I heard it right outside the state capitol building in Dover, which was a rundown, ransackled old house, 250 years old. And he said, Negro children are like roaches. If they're allowed to integrate the schools, they will infest them and they will never be gotten out. Negro.
Who said that? Joe Biden said that?
Yeah, I heard it. Saw
Wow.
it. He said Negroes were animals and they turned the streets into jungles. And he and Senator Eastland had a plan where they could put all of these Negro animals in zoos. Now, we talk about the 94 crime
what type
bill.
of zoo they talking about, right?
91 was bad. The
91
87 was really bad. The 81 was the one where one rock got you 5 years, which due to some other stuff Biden and Stennis and Eastland did. It wasn't 5 years with parole. They abolished federal parole. So you get 5 years, you get 60 months, and you get released with all good and honor time at 56 months from federal custody. And then that was the 81 one, then there was the 79 and the 77. So
see, this is the man that our people wanted. Was happy for. They wanted to get rid of Trump so bad. They jumped out of the frying pan right into the fire. This is who y'all want. This is why people want. And the reason why people do this because they don't read nothing. They just listen to what the news say. Whatever narrative the news is given, this is what they believe. They don't go study people before they go press a button in a voting booth. I've already told you none of these people care about you. Trump, none of them care. So why are you guys sitting up there pressing buttons for these people? Oh, it's the lesser of two evils. What? I don't want none of the two evils. Leave it alone. Go take your money and build your own economy, your own financial community. We can do it. It's not hard. We can do it. And this is the day. Listen, there's so many of us that got YouTube channels, but a lot of these YouTube channels are dedicated to destroying other people's reputation or gossiping and talking about people. I watch there's a lot of brothers with some very good content. And then I watch some of these channels. All it does is take other people's content and they talk about people. Gossip. It's time for us to make a change. It's time for us to think better of ourselves and do better. And I'm talking to the brothers. Because I really don't have time to talk to the sisters. It's too much. We got too much problems. We have to start setting examples as brothers, being honorable and having some integrity about ourselves, not willing to hurt for $1, not willing to gossip for $1, not willing to destroy people for just $1, and or not even that, just destroying people just for a reputation and so people can like you. Who cares about people liking? Oh, I don't know that video. The video is Akeem the Dream said, go to the Joe Biden video when he speaking at the pool about around our black kids. I don't know that video. I didn't get into. I like to look at the videos before I just show it. Yeah, but Judge Joe Brown, he told y'all what this man is about. I mean, look at our gas prices are through the roof now. But that's what y'all wanted. They wanted that. They celebrated in the streets. We the only people that celebrate our own demise. We the only people that celebrate our own embarrassments. You know? So that's it. I wanted to share that with you. I think we need to get this brother message out. We need to get his message out. Let him expose all of these fakers, all of these haters, all these people that don't look to benefit us as a people. And I told y'all already, I said this many a times, we cannot clean nobody else's house until we clean our own. We got to do our own cleaning. You see brothers doing that, y'all need to be checking them. You listening to shows and they dogging another brother, he ain't around to defend himself, check him. Talk to him. Yo, why are you doing that? Watch how fast they close your mic. Better yet, make them prove all that stuff they talking about. They did. Let them show you some receipts. I guarantee you won't get none. Oh, he's saying that was the URL for the video. Yeah, I like to maybe that'll be another video. I like to watch it first before I comment on it. I like to have myself educated on that. Appreciate it, Chef Lamuel. Let's see who's in the building before I get out of here. Who's in the building? Y'all notice I changed my name. Akiem is limitless. So I'm speaking it. Curtis Williams, peace. Karen Israel, always, as always. Thank you. Real time. C. King Bay. And Maxim Moore. Thanks for the donation. Yazi Year Bay. Who else? Making Mills. Truzilla, that's my brother. He sent me some more tracks. I'm gonna upload them and start playing them. And for y'all. Who else is out there? Am I missing somebody? All the Faithfulness, Private Banker is there. In that video, it was talking about the Black Lives Matter, the woman, I don't know her name. She moved into a white neighborhood. she got y'all to follow that nonsense movement. Who else is out there? He said, Rico Gold, Team Living said, we got to be militant and vigilant. It's in the Bible. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Making sure I address everybody that supported the channel. Organized Noise. That's a new name. Brian, peace. He said over 50% increase in gas price. Yes, it is. Gesta Bay. Or Gesta Bay. I don't know. I hope I'm saying that right. she stepped down. Yeah, after she got paid. All that stuff was a ruse to get us off our game. All right, everybody. That's it for tonight. I hope y'all enjoyed that. Tomorrow, Truth Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The injunctive relief webinar and templates will be available by tomorrow. I completed that webinar about a week ago. I haven't had a chance to put it up, but I will be putting it up. Be mindful of our other shows. 7 p.m. on Thursday, we have the Divine Connection. On Sunday, Raising Independent Thinking show. Beth had a good show yesterday. Yeah. And that's it, man. I really appreciate that brother Kwame Brown for speaking up. That takes a lot. And it's a risk. It's a big risk. But you know what I'm going to do for him? I'm going to send out shout outs of protection. Hang on. That brother shall be protected. Ancestors got his back. God got his back. The God in him got his back. He's good. He'll be right. He'll be fine. You know? And that's what we have to do. We have to send good intentions towards people like him that stand up and speak the truth, even when it's difficult to do. Because that's not easy to sit up there and say all of that stuff. Telling all that stuff that go on. Because they're gonna come after him. They're gonna attack him. And if more of us stand up and have our brothers back in situations like this, it would stop. We wouldn't have these situations, because when they see that they got a team behind them protecting them, they back off. But a lot of our brothers are standing, it's usually left out there holding the bag, and everybody just looking, spectating. Oh, I know that's wrong, but won't say nothing. Just watching a brother get destroyed. Watch a brother. They try to put a brother in poverty. But y'all know I believe in things happen. This is a spiritual, divine time for this to happen. See, we had a pandemic that shut everything down and got a lot of people thinking and reevaluating lives for the better. And this is one of those things that come up out of that. Boom. Okay, y'all want to play? Y'all want to talk? Okay, here's the truth. And people are listening. Like this video here, that one video that the Judge Joe Brown got 980,000 views. People are listening. 68,000 likes, 903 people who didn't like it. That's a minuscule number compared to the likes. 68,000 people are listening. How about this other video?
What the fuck wrong with me?
He just did this one today. 167,000 views, 997 views, 21K likes, 222 people didn't like it. You're always going to have haters that do that. I get one person saying, I could be talking about, you a divine being. You're a divine manifestation of God, and somebody put a thumbs down. I'm saying positive stuff. So people's always going to be a hater. But support that brother. I think he's doing a good thing. We need to support him. I'm hoping to get in contact with him because I want to talk to him about this family heritage thing. And he in the video he was talking about putting things together to help with the literacy of Black males. And we need to do that because there are not a lot of programs out there for the brothers to support us. They got all kind of women's programs, but it's not hardly any for us. I mean, we got my channel. I talk to more guys than women. I'm helping y'all be literate on this law stuff. This is my ministry. You know, y'all, I'm not a lawyer, just gotta let people, but I know the law. But it's a ministry. So it's part of my religious beliefs. So yeah, I support that. Put together programs to help brothers read better and do things. Give them something that they can use for the rest of their life. Give them a skill. You know, so I have a license to cut hair, so I can show people how to cut hair. Open up affordable barbering school, because a lot of these schools are not affordable for people to go to. You know, when it comes to barbering schools for us, thousands of dollars, and the test is not even geared towards the kind of people we cut. Those tests have you teach you all about every other type of hair that you are never even going to touch. Well, that's not true. I touched other nationality. I used to cut all kinds of people's hair. But the books are doesn't teach you how to cut the man of color's hair. Yeah. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night. I'd appreciate if you press the like button, share the video with whoever you know. And mainly share that. I'm gonna leave his links to his videos in my description so y'all can see the whole full video of what he was talking about. All righty. All right. Peace.